I have brought the P50 to a driveway in Weston-super-Mare. Now this driveway now has two of my dream cars on it, the P50 and a DeLorean. The owner of this beautiful DeLorean has invited me to come and see the car. So Craig, let's say hello to our...
Hello, welcome.
Hey, don't bash your head.
How you doing?
Really good, thank you.
Great
Thanks
to see
for
you.
having us here.
You're very welcome.
Before we get on to the DeLorean, there's a little bit of trivia that we have a slight connection going on here. So inside this beautiful garage here, we have the famous Sinclair C5, which has appeared in the backgrounds of a few of my videos so far. But this C5 here is quite relevant to me because I used to own this Sinclair C5.
This very one is yours. This is the one that you have.
Formerly?
Yeah.
It's yours.
It's mine now, but this was yours, and I think it'll always be a little part of it. It'll always be yours, won't it?
Absolutely. The scratches that I put on it.
Absolutely. It will stay there forever.
Absolutely. So when I had this, it was a bit more basic. You've added the famous wing mirrors and the indicators.
Yep.
And am I correct in thinking that this is a 1980s car phone?
Had to be done.
How cool is that?
Had to be done.
Amazing. So a friend of a friend contacted Craig and said, hey, you know the Sinclair C5 that you bought? Well, the owner of it, or former owner, is doing John O'Groats to Land in a P50. So Craig got in contact with me saying, hey, not only do I have your old Sinclair C5, but I also have a DeLorean. So I think it's time to have a look at that. Flux capacitor fluxing.
It will be in a minute.
Right, so Craig, you actually have been watching the YouTube channel with what we've been doing with the P50. So you saw that in two of my episodes, a DeLorean featured, and you saw that I was really excited to actually sit in one for the first time the other day at the Great British Car Journey Museum in Derby. And you have offered for me to actually get into the driver's seat and drive.
Absolutely, I have. I saw you getting it, and I saw how much you love the DeLorean, and especially on the back of what you're doing, which I think is just such a valiant effort.
Thank you.
And then your disappointment at not being able to start it, I was like, well, actually, I might be able to sort that forward.
Unbelievable.
So here we are.
Unbelievable. So this DeLorean is not just a stock one. We've got some Back to the Future stuff going on in here. Look at that. Incredible. So did you buy this with all the equipment in here, or have you put this in here?
No, I didn't. So I've put this all in here. So I've had to source this from various parts of the world, order it, and some of it's been made, and now it's here, as you can see.
So can you actually change the dates on there?
You can change all the dates on there. I still need the instructions to do it, but you can do it. It's in what they call demo mode at the moment, so as it does in the film, it runs through and cycles through the various dates.
I've noticed the dates, 2015, 1955.
The working speedometer as well, which obviously goes...
Absolutely.
Past 88.
Because in the movie one, the speedo goes up to 90, doesn't it? Because the stock one doesn't.
Yes, absolutely.
And they had to put a... sorry, that one there, sorry. They had to put in a card, so it looked like it could go to 88, because this one only goes to...
85.
85. So the P50, my one is 72 cc's, but I think there's a little bit more cubic capacity to this this particular machine.
You pull the top back.
I tell you what, considering the size of the engine, there is a surprising amount of access there. You know, I've worked on some real knuckle scrapers in my time, but this looks like not the most unsocial thing to work on, which is nice. Encouraging for when I own one myself.
Which you will.
So just before we go out in the DeLorean, I'm just going to relax and have a cup of tea that they've made me, but I'm finding it quite difficult to relax knowing that I'm about to drive a DeLorean for the first time in my life. I'm really excited. So Craig, you did offer for me just to drive this without you showing me first, but I've said, actually, I think I'd rather you show me a few things, because...
We'll just have a little quick trip around the block. I've got every confidence in you, not a problem at all.
Brilliant.
Let's go.
First thing I notice is it feels very smooth. I know we're still pulling off the driveway, but
you want your old car.
it's incredible. You can feel that big old V6 back there, can't you? This is probably one of the only other cars that will get as much attention as the P50. Like wherever you go, you were saying to us earlier that it's a nightmare filling up at the fuel station.
The only time to go to a petrol station really in this is at night time. And not because you don't want people to see it, because I think if you've got anything that's unusual, you've kind of got a duty to let people see it.
Yeah.
But the problem is people get their phones out and they start taking pictures, and then the cashiers start getting really twitchy.
Oh, you feel that power. I just want to make a note that this is the first time I've ever been in a DeLorean running. You know, this is one hell of an experience for me. It's not like a Model T Ford or a Morris Minor where I've driven them hundreds of times. This is a genuine first experience for me, and it's just unreal.
Well, you'll be in the driver's seat in a minute, and I'm very much looking forward to seeing that, and letting you do it, because I think it's great that you love them so much.
Well, how do you feel about driving the P50?
I'm really nervous. I'm really nervous.
And so you should be.
But excited.
Absolutely, yeah. I don't know if you can handle the power of the P50. It is 72 cc's.
Wow. Wow.
So Craig here is probably about my most favourite person in the world right now. He's just taking me for a drive, showing me a few things and a few bits and pieces to know about, and he's basically like, right, you and Jolie jump in it, off you go. I'm not quite sure if today is actually happening or if I'm asleep. Right, okay, let's start up the DeLorean. Bearing in mind this is the first time I've ever driven one.
How do you feel? Have you filmed the dashboard?
I can't even yet. I can't even.
Please don't crash it.
I'm not going to crash it. I have never driven a DeLorean before,
This
so.
is very. Okay, I'm just gonna.
So, first, second, third, fourth, okay, fifth.
I would say something, but I forget it's filming, so.
Yeah, no swearing, please.
Can you see your mirror, by the way?
Yeah, we're all good. We're all good.
I don't really want
Oh my God. Am I in third? I think I did that in third. Sorry, Craig, I think I just pulled off your driveway in third gear. Oh my God, this car is huge. Bearing in mind, I've just been driving over 1,000 miles in the world's smallest car. This is, I can't believe he's letting me drive this.
Alex, you're in a DeLorean.
This is unreal, I can't believe
Do you realise?
I can't believe I'm driving a DeLorean.
Yeah,
Kind of easing into it a bit more now, kind of getting the hang of it a little bit. Obviously a DeLorean is going to feel so different to a P50. Like, I mean, any car does, but I've suddenly gone from a 72cc little three-wheeler to a DeLorean with like a 3.8 litre V6. It's a bit of an increase in power, shall we say.
a bit.
Okay, right, we're going on the dual carriageway. I'm starting to get the hang of the gears a bit more. Oh, hang on. There we go. Unbelievable, I can't believe it. This is a dream come true. Imagine, like, this drives well today, but in the 80s, I mean, honestly, they got so much bad press and it really isn't justified. Not only is it an iconic car, it's actually a really nice car to drive. On the motorway in a DeLorean. For the last 1,000 miles, I've barely been able to go over 30 miles an hour, so to get in a DeLorean on the motorway is just unreal.
It's now been 3 hours since Alex drove my DeLorean allegedly round the block. He said he was going to be gone like 10 minutes, that was 3 hours ago. He's left this.
Oh my God! dust. Wow. Oh man, insane. Cruising in 5th in a DeLorean. Respectfully doing 70 miles an hour.
Sorry.
I will not be speeding, don't worry. I'm not speeding. It's tempting, I mean there's so much power, I could just, but I'm not going to. This is fine. I tell you what, even my dad would like this. He would, you know, he's never expressed an interest in a DeLorean, but I reckon if he got behind the wheel of this, he would be as into it as I am. I can totally see me having one of these. Wow, I mean obviously I'm used to things like Morris Minor, Ford Prefect, Model T. You get me in an actual kind of like muscle car essentially. It feels immensely powerful, but this car is just, honestly, I was saying to Craig, if I was to pick the top car that I would like to experience, of all the historic vehicles that I love, all the pre-war stuff that I'm passionate about, the DeLorean has always been #1 on my list, and thanks to him, I have now experienced what it's like to drive a DeLorean, and it wasn't a meet my hero thing and a massive letdown. Far from it. This car is better than I thought it would be. Literally, there isn't the slightest detail that I haven't enjoyed about driving this. So, Craig, it's been the most incredible opportunity, and thank you. You've just made childhood Alex's dream come true. Next on the list, I need to see a real life Tyrannosaurus Rex. I love it. After driving the DeLorean, which is probably one of the best experiences I've ever had in my life, I thought I have to take the old Sinclair C5 out. So I'm actually sitting in the Sinclair C5 that I used to own, as I mentioned at the start of this episode. So we're going to do something that's never been done. We're going to take out the P50, the DeLorean, and a Sinclair C5 all at the same time, just for fun. So Craig, how do you feel about this prior to driving the P50?
It's the world's smallest car versus the world's biggest excitement right here.
Hey.
That's how I feel.
Oh! Did we just stall?
We did.
Genuine response.
Absolutely outstanding fun. Oh yes. Children in need, donate now. What an awesome thing these guys are doing.
So we've got the standard hoverboard, Marty McFly hat. Have you got any plutonium? Oh, look at that! You got the clock.
Oh, that is amazing. Absolutely.
What have we got in here? Aha.
Hey.
Now they look like they were made in 2015.
Wait, Doc, are you telling me you made a time machine out of a DeLorean? Great Scott!
Today has been the most remarkable day. Craig, thank you so much. You let me drive your DeLorean. I just can't believe that actually happened.
You're
you
more
drove
welcome.
a P50, so...
Absolutely, what a great day. We've had so much fun. And to realise your dream, for me to be able to do that for you, is like a dream for me. So I'm really happy for you.
There you
really
go.
happy.
Nicest guy we've met on this trip.
Roads, where we're going, we don't need roads.